Are you voting? Yeah, I'm gonna vote. I'll cast my votes here. Let my voice be heard for the Game Awards. Here, we'll vote now. Let's go. Let's run it. Let's see what we got. Oh, it immediately starts with Game of the Year. Well, I've already talked about this one a lot. Just finished Alan Wake 2. Really, really enjoyed it. Still haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3, but I think what they've done is extraordinary and unmatched in the scene. They've kind of become like a boogeyman in the space where, like, there are other companies afraid of how good this game is because it raises the standards. I mean, come on. Like, come on. That has to be so telling for just how big of a game this is and how ambitious and how well executed. I did finish Spider-Man 2. I enjoyed it. It was good. I don't think it should win a Game of the Year. It's just very safe. Like Scoots said, I agree. It is just safe. It's good. High quality. Fun. I loved Resident Evil 4 Remake. I actually thought it was a lot of fun. I did not play Super Mario Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom I thought was unbelievably good too. I thought it was Breath of the Wild perfected. Like Breath of the Wild prime. But I still think Baldur's Gate 3 is the best choice here. The only game that I think got snubbed for Game of the Year is, of course, Gollum, or even Rise of Kong. Other than that, though, I think all of this makes sense. I know a lot of people wanted Final Fantasy 16. I've seen a few Lies of P enthusiasts in here. Lies of P, I think, is probably one of the highest quality Souls-like games from a developer that's not FromSoft. It's really good, but I just don't think it had a chance of winning this year. Maybe like last year it would be here, but not this year. I think this lineup makes the most sense, even though I haven't played Mario Wonder. I know everyone loved it, including my friends who are still obsessed with it. So, Baldur's Gate 3 is my vote. What do you mean I have to sign in? The Starfield copium on Twitter is insane. Oh, it didn't even register with me that Starfield wasn't there. Oh, that's big. I can already see the conspiracies floating around on Twitter from everyone who's an Xbox fan thinking that they're perpetual victims, like the most oppressed people in the world. Microsoft fans get snubbed again! It's the deep state, damn it! The interdimensional pedophile vampires keeping Starfield from the success it rightfully deserves as Game of the Year. I can already see that. It didn't even register with me that game was out, because I just did not like it very much. I don't think it's a bad game, as I said 1,000 times, but I did not get into it at all. Best Game Direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. What do you mean, what? I liked Alan Wake 2 a lot, but I wouldn't have given that over Tears of the Kingdom. No, sir, not for game direction. Best narrative. That's going to be Alan Wake 2 for me. Alan Wake 2's story is fantastic. Even though I have said I am a little unsatisfied with the way it concludes, I still think everything about it was fucking wonderful. So, Alan Wake 2 definitely gets best narrative from me. Best art direction. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Lies of P and Hi-Fi Rush making it in here. I still regret not finishing Hi-Fi Rush. I need to. It was a cool game. But I think this also has to be Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is like one of the most visually stunning games that have come out in so fucking long. Like, Alan Wake 2 is unbelievably pretty. I think it's got to be Alan Wake 2 again. We're going back to back. Best score in music. Oh, this one's easy. Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, 100% Final Fantasy 16 for me here. Final Fantasy 16 slapped in that category. Jesus Christ. That was like putting Jokic up against a high school team with how great Final Fantasy 16's score was. I don't know. Probably Hi-Fi Rush. I'm assuming they mean... Yeah, it's gotta be Hi-Fi Rush. Everything's synced to the music. The BPM. Not the BPM, the beats. That's gotta win just by default for that. Is Bin Star Clive? Cameron did do a great job in Jedi Survivor. Yeah, he's Clive. Right now my front runner. Solid, don't think should win. Solid, don't think should win. Yeah, this is looking like Bin Star then. That's something I said even during the demo. I even said, like, Clive's VA is going crazy. Like, at the very end of the demo, I won't give spoilers, but when that big moment happens, he lets out, like, this blood-curdling screech where you can, like, feel anger. Like, it actually seemed like they might have killed his family member in front of him in the booth, and he was reacting, like, legitimately. His VA crushed it. So, definitely Clive. Innovation and accessibility. I did not use many of the accessibility tools here. I will say Street Fighter 6 is the most accessible fighting game to ever exist. Anyone of any fighting game background or any level of capability can hop into Street Fighter 6 and learn very easily and very quickly. And I can't opine on any of the others, so I guess I'll have to do Street Fighter 6 by default. Best ongoing. Awarded to the game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends? Probably not, unfortunately. Cyberpunk, they've done a great job of reviving and keeping going in a good direction. Final Fantasy XIV always has incredible community support from what I understand, even though I've never really got into it. Fortnite, they update every 2 weeks. Genshin, I don't know much about the community support aside from giving them new masturbatory material with every new announcement. Which, I mean, that says a lot. That is ongoing. I usually just give this to Final Fantasy XIV every year, so I'm just going to keep that going. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, inclusion of social media activity, and game updates and patches. Is this a joke? Destiny 2? Why is that here? What is that doing here? This must be like a mistake, like a glitch or something. It was probably nominated for another category, like worst DLC. Worst expansion with Lightfall. Why the fuck would this be here for community support? One of the biggest criticisms against Destiny 2 is how bad they are with the community and engaging with them and delivering meaningful content that the community wants them to do. And every statement they make continues to dig them a deeper and deeper hole. This should not even be in the category. That is awful. Yeah, actually, to be honest, you're making a good point, Butter. Destiny should be replaced by Halo Infinite. I'm not even memeing. 343, after they cleaned house, I guess, when they fucking fired half the staff or whatever, got their act together, and they have turned that game around. Halo Infinite should actually be the one on here. It's 2 years late. They're very tardy to the party, but they have somehow turned that fucking game around. That should be here. That would win. I would vote for that. I'm just gonna stay consistent here. I'll give it to Final Fantasy XIV. It's between Dredge and Dave the Diver. I'll coin toss it. Heads, Dredge. Tails, Dave the Diver. One. Alright, Dave the Diver. Wait, which one did I... Fuck. I forgot what I said. Which one was heads and tails? I think it was Dave, right? Fuck, I don't remember. Oh my god, I forgot. I totally forgot. Whoops. And chat's absolutely just lying to me. I'm seeing some people say it was 100% Dredge and others are saying Dave. What? That's so worthless, I'm sorry. We're just gonna do Dave. Best debut indie game. Oh, Pizza Tower. I think Pizza Tower should probably take this one. It's also the only one that I'm super familiar with here. Did Hello Kitty Island Adventure go crazy this year or something? Or were there just not many mobile games? A lot of people are saying Hello Kitty's pretty fire. I don't know if you're just making a meme or not, but I'll trust you. We'll just go Hello Kitty. Best action game. Ooh, this is a very competitive category. I did not like Dead Island 2, so that's immediately crossed off for me. Armored Core 6 was good. I still didn't finish that one either, actually. Fuck. Ghost Runner 2, fucking banger. Plus the God Slap collab. I mean, we're getting a little biased here. For those that don't know, there is God Slap in the game. And you could, well, it's too late now, but you could have won a katana if you found all of the God Slap Easter eggs. Hi-Fi Rush was a banger. Remnant 2, also super good. Remnant 2 is surprisingly good. Very good. Me, Matt, and Danny got super into it. For me, it's between Ghost Runner 2 and Remnant 2. I gotta go Ghost Runner 2. I just have to. And not just because God Slap is present in it. You would say Hi-Fi Rush if you beat it. Hey, maybe I would have. And maybe in a different timeline I did. But that's not this one, brother. Best action adventure. Alan Wake, Spider-Man, Resident Evil, Jedi Survivor, and Tears of the Kingdom. For me, between Tears of the Kingdom and Spider-Man. Probably Tears of the Kingdom. I think Tears of the Kingdom's still just more fun. Best RPG. Ooh, Lies of Peace here. Oh, and Starfield got nominated. It's not getting my vote, but good to see ya. This one's gonna be Lies of P. I'm happy to see Lies of P get so much like love here. That's a lot of recognition. They did a great job with it. They really did. I am thoroughly impressed. What do you mean, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see Baldur's Gate. Oh, I see now why chat was question marking. My eyes immediately went to Lies of P and Starfield. I didn't even look to the far left. I was like, oh, cool. Lies of P's here. I see. Yeah, no, it's got to be Baldur's Gate. You know, actually, I should have just committed to Lies of P at that point. Didn't play God of Rock. Mortal Kombat 1's good. I haven't been grinding it, though. I labbed Raiden a little bit and then stopped. Haven't played All-Star Brawl 2. Didn't play this. I think Street Fighter 6. Most accessible fighting game to ever come out. It's super fun. I probably have to give this one to Mario, though. Everyone that played Mario that I know loved it. And still loves it. Like, actively. Chat seems to love Pikmin 4, though. You guys are really big Pikmin fans, I guess. You guys can vote for Pikmin. I'm gonna go Mario. None of my friends have talked about Pikmin, but they won't shut the fuck up about Mario. We had like an entire podcast episode dedicated to that game. I played 0 of these. Didn't City Skyline 2 kind of fumble a bit? I saw a lot of people complaining about it, which is a shame because I really liked the first Cities Skyline. It just runs like ass. I'll give it to Pikmin. All you guys really like Pikmin, so I'll toss my vote over there since I didn't play any of them. Best Adaptation. Oh, this is an interesting category. This is kind of a stacked one. Still haven't watched the new Castlevania yet. Gran Turismo was surprisingly good. Like, it was... Conceptually, I didn't think something like that would work. Neil Blomkamp made it work. That was good. Last of Us show, also a banger. Mario movie, banger. And this is the biggest surprise of the fucking year. I bet almost all of you wrote Twisted Metal off like I did. I even made a whole video laughing at how awful the promotional material was. The show is great. Like, the show is good. It shouldn't win here by any means, but the fact that it's nominated, it makes me happy to see. Because it's, like, actually good. I don't know how they pulled it off, but it was fun. Like, it's not like an amazing show or anything. Like, it's not going to beat any of these, but it is good. Way better than it had any right to be. I think I'll have to give this one The Last of Us. Most anticipated game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. For me, it's Hades 2. I love Final Fantasy VII Remake, but Hades 2... Shit. I think that's gonna go crazy. I'm not excited for Star Wars Outlaw at all, so that one doesn't even come in. Tekken 8 I am excited for, but not more so than Hades, or even Final Fantasy 7. My order would be I'm most excited for Hades, then Final Fantasy 7. Star Wars getting in over Silk Song. Oh, true! They must know something we don't. Silk Song's never actually coming out. Otherwise, it would absolutely be here. That's a game that people have anticipated for like 20 years now, because that game is just not coming. Alright. I've made up my mind. I'm just going to do Hades 2. I'll make this... I can simplify this easier, so there's not going to be like a, back and forth debate here. Out of everyone here, Iron Mouse is the only one that's ever stopped in the streams and rated me and said nice things to me during streams, so I'll give it to Iron Mouse. That gets my vote. Super simple. Oh, I actually saw this on Twitter. Apparently this caused a little bit of a stir because Evil Geniuses is having a bit of an interesting go of it right now. Recognizing a specific esports team, not full org. You know what's fucked? It should absolutely be Vitality, but not for Counter-Strike, for Rocket League. Vitality's Rocket League squad, they legitimately made an unbelievable run. I don't know why that's not here. They won everything. I really think it should be Vitality for Rocket League this year. Because it's Rocket League. Rocket League viewership is higher than a lot of big esports events. Fucking Worlds had like 250, 280k or something. I don't remember across all of it. But it's huge. Fucking Kometo himself gets over 100,000 concurrent viewers when he's watch partying KC. Rocket League is a huge esport, absolutely massive. Why bother voting? 90% of the counted votes are a jury. Only 10% of the chosen votes are user votes. Is that right? I didn't know that. What do you mean my vote doesn't matter? You're pulling my leg. It's still just for fun anyway, man. I always have such a soft spot for Evo since we, like, directly compete in it, though. So I guess for me, it's gotta be Evo. They cut a few this year? That's a shame. Oh well, high quality votes were cast. You gonna bet with Jackson to see who wins? Yeah, we'll probably do our little betting game we do every year. We don't put anything on it, but we just like to predict and then get things wrong. This is a close year. Yeah, I said this quite a bit, but 2023's been an outstanding year for both extremely good games and extremely bad games. We saw some historic stinkers drop. Gollum, Rise of Kong, Avatar Quest for Balance, Redfall. There's one more I'm forgetting. Thank you, Crime Boss, Rockay City. Like, we saw some historic trash. But then we also saw some unbelievable games too, so what a great year for gaming.